Here's the scenario. You clock out of work 2 hours later than expected. Your shift was supposed to be 8 hours. 10.5 hours later, you're drained, hungry, and you're thinking about skipping your daily workout as you head to the car. That's reasonable, right? It was a long day. You earned a break. You can make up for it tomorrow. But you have a workout to do, and you have a minimum option that works on your worst day. A day like today, perhaps? This is the moment of choice, the moment where identity and emotion collide. And it's the moment where Constructive Living, a book by David K. Reynolds, can help you follow through. It's a different perspective on character development through action. I got a lot of value from this book early on in my philosophical development. I think you'll like it too. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Before I put together the system I teach today, I spent years studying different approaches to behavior change. Cognitive science, motivational psychology, hypnosis, philosophy, Stoicism in particular, and so on. If I thought it had something of interest, I dove in. One day, scanning the shelves of a used bookstore, I came across a little book called Constructive Living. Flipping through the pages, I came across this sentence. Begin quote, "That's the ultimate goal of constructive living, to help you do everything well, with full attention." End quote. A little further on, I read, begin quote, "Skill comes from practice with attention to what you are doing. This principle applies not only to tennis, but to living itself." End quote. This really resonated with me. Constructive living, based on Morita therapy, hit me at the right time. I was wrestling with the question of emotion and how to parse its relationship to rational thinking and goal achievement. Constructive living didn't give me a new answer. It gave me a clearer answer. Reynolds writes, begin quote, "We are responsible for what we do, no matter how we feel at the time." End quote. It echoed the Stoic idea of proto-passions, the recognition that emotions arise involuntarily, but what we choose to do is still up to us. Constructive living helped me sort out what I wasn't able to articulate. Sometimes it takes hearing the same message said another way for the understanding to finally click. There's a lot in constructive living that aligns beautifully with what I still share as core principles. If you read the book, you'll see why I recommend it. Here are the similarities. 1. Feelings are uncontrollable directly. You can't will yourself into motivation, confidence, or calm. You can't positive think your way out of discomfort. Constructive living treats this as a starting point. 2. Feelings fade unless re-stimulated. This is liberating. It means you don't have to fix your emotions. You just have to stop feeding them. 3. Behavior is the only reliable lever. Constructive living is relentlessly practical. Do what needs doing. Act on purpose, not mood. This is one of the principles that helped shape my thinking most powerfully. 4. Action influences emotion indirectly. Not through force, through momentum. Move your body, your mood shifts. Clean your environment, your mind clears. Take the first step, your resistance weakens. 5. Attention shapes experience. Where your attention goes, your emotional reality follows. 6. Decentralizing the self reduces suffering. Morita therapy doesn't try to dissolve the self in a metaphysical sense. It simply reduces self-preoccupation. This is the inward spiral that amplifies anxiety and paralysis. By shifting attention outward toward purposeful action, you stop being trapped inside your own head. All of this fits seamlessly with the way I coach, the way I train, and the way I do my best to live. If you stop here, constructive living is a powerful tool. But I didn't stop there. This is where I took Bruce Lee's advice to heart. Begin quote, absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. End quote. There were aspects of constructive living with which I didn't agree, or at least didn't find as useful as what I was learning elsewhere. Constructive living is not wrong. It's simply built on a different foundation than the one I developed for myself, started using with my personal clients, and now share and teach publicly. Here are the key differences as I see them. 1. Constructive living decentralizes the self. I center it. Morita therapy aims to reduce obsessive self-focus so you can re-engage with life. It's about loosening the grip of self-preoccupation. My system takes the opposite approach. I place identity at the center of consistent action. Identity is the stabilizing force that makes consistency possible. This comes in two important but not equal categories. Behavior consistency, taking action consistent with what's required to realize your most important goals. And values consistency, taking action consistent with your highest values. As I said in episode 34, the consistency that ensures consistency, begin quote, consistency with your values, especially your highest values, is the precondition for everything good in life, end quote. Constructive living reduces the weight of the self. I use the self as the anchor. 2. Constructive living shifts attention outward. I emphasize self-authorship. Morita therapy teaches that suffering intensifies when attention focuses inward. The solution is to redirect attention toward purposeful external action. I agree and build on it. You're not just shifting attention outward. You're expressing the person you are choosing to become, your preferred self. Constructive living says, focus on the task. I say, focus on the task your preferred self would choose. 3. Constructive living treats behavior as engagement with reality. I treat behavior as identity expression. Morita therapy encourages you to act according to what reality requires, not what your feelings prefer. My system agrees with the action first principle, but the why differs. Constructive living says, act because the situation calls for it. My system says, act because your standards within the situation call for it. Both lead to action. One is situational, one is identity driven. 4. Constructive living sees emotions as natural phenomena. I see them as environmental data. Morita therapy's concept of accepting feelings as natural, like weather, is one of its greatest strengths. My system aligns with this, but I frame emotions as signals, not teachers. They are part of the circumstances we experience. While emotions are not tools of cognition, they reveal how we are interpreting reality. 5. Constructive living is adaptive. My system is generative. Morita therapy helps you function effectively by reducing self-centered rumination and engaging with life as it is. My system helps you shape yourself through principled action. Constructive living liberates you from obsessive self-focus. My system uses identity to give your actions direction and meaning. Back to the scenario of the long workday. Constructive living might say, you can't control how you feel after a long day. Accept the fatigue. Do what needs doing, even if it's just a quick 10 to 15 minute workout. My system adds a layer of identity. You can't control how you feel after a long day. Accept the fatigue. Act consistent with the identity you are building, staying committed to your minimum standard of a quick 10 to 15 minute workout. Both get you moving. One helps you stop overthinking. The other gives you a clear sense of who you are when you take the step. Constructive living offers a practical, attention-focused approach that aligns with many timeless principles. By absorbing what works, its emphasis on action, attention, and the acceptance of emotions as natural, and discarding what feels less useful for my own practice, I've built a hybrid framework that leverages the strengths of both. Use constructive living to strengthen your ability to act in the moment, and layer on the identity-driven lens to give those actions lasting meaning. It's a great book, and I recommend you find it and read it. If you're listening to this and you're ready to become the kind of person who follows through, I built a group for exactly that. Your aim is simple. Don't break your daily standard. If you're ready to start your day one, join the Act Score Challenge. That's it for today. Catch you next time.